So yesterday we made a video talking about the possibility of the Mariners trading for Bryan Reynolds, but there's a good chance the Mariners also miss out on Bryan Reynolds, or they don't want to pay the price. With that being said, who could the Mariners kind of turn to in that spot instead? Well, today we're looking at Jurickson Profar.
Profar has been a utility man in the MLB for quite some time. He started his career with the Texas Rangers, was most recently on the San Diego Padres, left field, second base, third base, wherever you want to play him, he can play. But he's also a switch hitter, just like Bryan Reynolds, and is a key to what the Mariners are looking for this offseason.
And for the Mariners, he could play a lot of left field for them. In 2022, he played in 146 games in left field alone. Now, Jurickson Profar, like Joe said, is a switch hitter, and he is 29 going on 30 years old at the beginning of next year. In 2022 alone, Jurickson Profar played in 152 games. He hit 15 home runs with 58 RBI. He stole 5 bases. He hit 243, 331, 391 with a 111 OPS+.
That really does sound like budget Bryan Reynolds, if I'm being honest with you. But there's no problem with that because the Mariners have free agent money that they can still spend. MLB trade rumors had Jurickson Profar for 2 years, $20 million, so $10 million annual average, but they had him going to the Padres and the Tigers. So was there really ever a fit for the Mariners with Jurickson Profar? According to them, not really, but we think otherwise.
In 2021, Jurickson Profar played in 20 games at first base, 10 games at second, and he hasn't played shortstop or third base since 2018, but needless to say, Jurickson Profar can play all around the diamond, and the Mariners could really use something like that, especially if they do plan on giving some time off to Ty France over at first base.
Now, as far as where he's going to hit at in the lineup, I don't really see Jurickson Profar being in the top half of this lineup here with guys like Julio, Ty, Gino, Teo. There's guys that are going to hit ahead of him, but that switch hitting ability later in the lineup provides a lot of utility, it provides a lot of depth, and really lengthens this out, well, with him hitting around guys like Cal Raleigh and maybe hitting even in front of Colton Wong and JP Crawford. There's opportunities for more runs to be driven in by him getting on base and providing that for the Mariners.
And for the Mariners in this situation, obviously, since they didn't trade for Bryan Reynolds, they're keeping Jarred Kelenic in this situation, meaning they can platoon Kelenic and Profar in left field. Profar hit 259 versus lefties in 2022 versus 237 against righties. Obviously, they would prefer to have Kelenic hit off of righties, Profar off of lefties. I think this is a really good fit for them if they wanted to have both players going and see what Jarred Kelenic's made of. He's probably made of blood and skin
and water,
and maybe some muscles.
Yeah,
a lot of water.
Now, all of this really does not matter at the end of the day if we do go out and get Bryan Reynolds. So here's a video on what we think about the potential for a Bryan Reynolds trade for the Seattle Mariners. Once again, thank you guys for watching this one, and go
Mariners.
Nice.
I seem scared.